Yeah. Great way to start a video. Before I do my usual thing, guys. Yeah, I don't know why the camera looks nasty in here. I'm just gonna do it for him while I'm still working. So this is another update about me and my mother, or mother and myself. So it's me, it's your boy, Matty D here. Anyways, um, where am I going with this? So yeah, unlike my other videos where I got a topic, like I just said, this is an update on my mother and I. I like to keep you updated on this because she's still in my life. She's still, well, yeah, in a sense, she's still a part of my life, in my life. Because I mean, when I say that, I mean she's not dead, or has exited her body. And I share this because I believe somebody will get value from this. Whoever you are watching this, you may get it. You may see this, and I believe it'll help you, whoever you are, in some way, in some fashion, however that may be. So, right now, this month has been interesting. My birthday was this month, so I just turned the great age of 33. Still feel like I'm in my 20s, so I don't look like I'm 33, which is great. So that happened, and I was surprised on my birthday that my mother had actually texted me, and I was like, holy shit, because prior to this, Mother's Day, I had sent my mom a card, and before that, my Uncle Don passed away. My Uncle Don had a heart attack, which I got to find out how he's doing. And when my uncles had, one had passed away and the other I found out had a heart attack, I called my mom multiple times, about a week for each one, and I call her like multiple times in a day, like twice a day, sometimes text her, and she never once got back to me, never once said shit, and I was like, what the fuck? So at that, I was kind of like, all right, I'm done. Then Mother's Day came about, and I said I'm not gonna call her. Oh my god, I don't think I texted her. I don't remember, but I do remember I sent her a Mother's Day card. And then 2 days after Mother's Day, my mom sent me a text saying, "Hey son, thanks for the lovely card." I said, "You're welcome, Mom. I love you." And then she didn't say anything back. So I was like, "All right, this is just like get tired of this back and forth with her, where it's she opens up, says something, and I say something, and then that's where it ends stops." And I'm like, okay. Then this my birthday, which passed, she texted me, and I was like, cool. And I was happy. It actually made me feel good. I was like, sweet. And she had said, "Happy birthday, son." I said, "Thank you, Mom, I love you." And then she wrote back. I went, "Oh shit!" She actually wrote back. She said, "How are you?" I said, "I'm fine." I asked her how she was doing. This is all by text, and she said she's tired, whatever. I was like, "Cool." So after that conversation, I thought, well, maybe the gates of communication have opened once again. Like maybe her and I can actually like talk on a somewhat regular basis, like over the phone at least. Because mind you, it's as I record this, September starts tomorrow. I have not seen my mom in person since January this year. Some people you're watching, if you haven't seen parents, your mother, your father, since they left you years ago. So and for me, this with for me, just from my experience, for me and mother, it's kind of a long time to go without seeing her for that long, especially with the holidays. Like it's a while. What was the thing? So after all this has happened with my mother, her birthday is the 26th. So her birthday is about 2 weeks after mine. And I was like, should I call her? Should I text her? But something said I should give her a call. And I was saying, like, watch her pick up because my mom probably thinks, yeah, that's right, you better call me. It's mom's birthday, blah, blah. Like, a very selfish standpoint, which I understand. At the same time, with how it's been with her, it's like, this is bullshit. So I called her, and holy shit, surprise, surprise, she actually picked up. And I was like, whoa. And the conversation wasn't bad, but it was just awkward because you ever been on a phone call with somebody and you feel like you have to keep asking questions to get the conversation to keep going or to keep the conversation going, because if you don't, it just dies. It's like, or better yet, it's like you're playing a game of trying to keep the ball in the air, and if you don't keep hitting it, it falls on the ground, and you're both kind of like, what do we do? So it's like that with her, because like every time I spoke to mom on the phone, not so much in person, but really on the phone, you can still sense she's holding on to all the shit that's gone on between myself and her and everyone in her life. Like there's still this tension. It was almost awkward. I was like, yeah. So while it was good to hear her voice, and she did tell me, hey, you know, I appreciate the phone call, made me feel good. It was awkward, and the whole time I was like, you know, I'm gonna get the phone as quick as I can. This is bullshit. I don't do this anymore. Like that's what it was. And the conversation was about, I don't know, a couple minutes, maybe 5 max. Say I love you and I miss you. She didn't say anything back, and she didn't say I love you and miss you too back or anything. After that, I got the phone with her, and you know, it was kind of like it brought up some emotion, some sadness that was there. I just breathed through that, and you know, and it made me go and think about this pattern that her and I have that I keep engaging with her, because I think my mom has this random moments where she'll kind of shows his love and open up, and it's like, and I think, was this the chance I maybe is this like a way for us to just talk at least? And then it's like, nope, actually, I'm sorry. Before I called on her birthday, I called her during the week and she never got back to me, never texted me, nothing. So I was kind of like, what the fuck? So then I thought she's definitely gonna pick up on for her birthday, which she did. And so for me at this point in my life, it's like this. It's like, you know, because my father, when I call him, he will eventually get back to me. It could be a day or two days later, but he'll eventually get back to me. He's always gotten back to me. If not, I call his wife, my stepmother, and she tells me what's going on. Like, let me know. Like, he tells me what's going on. Whereas with my mother, she won't say shit, no text, no email, nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Whereas one parent makes an effort to get in touch, the other one just kind of like, so it's forced me to kind of look at everything, especially with what I teach, preach, say on this channel, and look back and go like, what the fuck do I want to experience with my mother? What do I want to do? What's best for me? Like, what do I want to keep doing? And as of now, for this moment, I will give her one more call. I'll call her again, and if she doesn't get back to me at this point, I'm like, that I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna move on and continue to focus on what I've been doing so far. And come the holidays, I'm not gonna say anything, because there's really no excuse for her to play this game where it's like I call and she doesn't get back to me, but she'll tell me my birthday, which is fine, and on her birthday, which is great. But in between then, it's like, am I just chopped liver to you? Apparently, do I know she loves me? Yes, because she wouldn't text me on my birthday and all that stuff. But at this point, the way at this moment in time, because things change, and this could change shit by the end of this year or next year, I'm not going to reach out to her on any holidays or anything. And the reason for that, if anyone's watching this who has a good relationship with parents, you might be like, well, it's your mother, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's look at that reason, actually, as we discuss this. Doing the whole thing where you're doing something for your mother or father simply because that's your mother or father is a very stupid, shitty reason. Now, if you have a healthy relationship with them, because you love, yeah, I get it. Like, you should, you want to do that. But if you have a relationship that's strained, there's a lot of conflict, and one of you's got issues not working, just to do it because it's your parent is stupid. Because the question is, are you doing that because you want to and you love them, or is it because you're doing it out of obligation, which people don't seem to think about or question? And I bring this up because my father mentioned to me 3 years ago about my Uncle Aaron's funeral, and I wanted to go, and I felt bad. My dad said, don't go, feel bad, because like, don't go out of obligation. This is my father telling me not to come to his younger brother's funeral if I'm doing it out of obligation, because it means he's not sincere. It doesn't mean you really want to do it. And I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. Like, I didn't know, or at the time I was aware of, like, that's not a good reason to go and visit a family member for whatever reason. Like, it's just stupid. And that I also was given permission that you don't have to deal with family because it's family. You can choose not to go if you really don't want to go, you know? And so this whole reasoning that the people have, reasons with your parents, it's your mother, your father should do it, it's completely utter bullshit, because unless you're doing it because you really want to, you shouldn't do it, because Which feels better to you? Ask yourself this. Your friend or your mother or someone you care about is doing something for you, and they tell you which feels better and sounds better to you. Hey, I did this because I care about you and I want you and I love you and you're my friend or son, daughter, whatever. Or I did this because whatever, feel like I had to. I was reluctant, feel obligated. Which would you prefer people do? Which reason would you prefer people do things for you? Because they want you and they give a shit and they care, or because they feel obligated and that's it? Think about this. Now apply this to your parents and stuff. Like, you don't have to fucking deal with this shit and do it just because it's your mother or father. That's dumb. Because that line of reasoning is not healthy, because your parents have been real abusive to you, drug addicts, alcoholics, it's just terrible all over the place. And just because they brought into this world does not give them any excuse whatsoever, especially if their moms, like, I can't stand that shit, does not give them an excuse to just wipe the floor with your face and shit and treat you like shit. And then says, well, because it's your mother and your father, you should do it. Go fuck yourself. Like, no, you don't. So for me right now, at this moment in time, at this long rant, I'm going to reach out to my mother only when I feel like it, when I truly want to, because when I truly care and truly want to. Not because it's my mom, not because of a holiday, because that's complete utter horse shit. Like, it's stupid. I will reach out to her because I want to, because that's what I want to do. I want to reach out there and talk to her when I want to, from a genuine place of love, care, and all that fun stuff. You know, unicorn rainbows and bullshit, all that stuff. Not because it's my mother and it's Christmas or it's Thanksgiving or any other bullshit holiday or any holiday bullshit reason. Like, no. And therefore, my friend who's watching this, you can do the same thing. You don't have to talk to your parents or reach out to them just because they have this title or just because it's a holiday. If you don't want to, you don't have to. There's no fucking written rule law that says you gotta do that shit. So do what's best for you, like I always say. Anyways, I missed video. I'm going to end this video now. If you watched the whole damn thing, I appreciate you. I love you. I hope that you got value from this in some sort of fashion. All right. And, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. If you were me, what would you do? Curious to see what you'd say. And let me know that this helps for you. That's why I do this. Love ya. Get in the black. Quadruple double deuces.